right, guys, we're at Fresh Thyme. I absolutely love this place. It's like a farmer's market. It's got everything that you need, and plus I like it because it's like a small parking lot. It's in and out. It's great. Lots of great prices. It's kind of like a Whole Foods, Aldi's like love child, because the prices are great, but the quality is like at Whole Foods level. So we're gonna go in. I'm gonna show you guys how I shop for keto and macro diets. A lot of you guys struggle with that when you have you and your significant other, or you and your family, when you guys do 2 different diets. I'm gonna shop for keto and a macro diet. Hopefully give you guys some new ideas to incorporate in, and I'll also tell you kind of like where to find some recipes to use the food that I'm gonna buy. So let's go in and get loaded up. Okay guys, so it's a Wednesday, and one thing that's so cool about Fresh Thyme on Wednesdays is that you get this week's specials in the circular and you get last week's specials, because Wednesdays are the days that the specials overlap, so you save way more money shopping at Fresh Thyme on a Wednesday. So make sure you pay attention to the circular or get online, because you can save a boatload. So we're gonna check this out here in a little bit and load up on what we need. All right, so something that I love that you guys have probably seen on my Instagram if you follow me is this Dave's Killer bread. I always buy the 21 whole grain seed one, because it is only 12 carbs, 1 gram of fat, 80 calories, and 3 protein per slice. And it's a thin slice one, so make sure you get that. It's great and it lasts like forever. And it's the healthiest bread that I've found. And when I say healthy, I mean nutrition label wise, so it's more macro friendly. So the bread is gonna be for my diet. Okay, so next we are at the deli counter. The thing that I love the most here is the Boar's Head 46% lower sodium turkey breast. So we're gonna get a pound of that. I like to get it thin sliced because it's just the texture that I like on it. But that's one thing that I like about Fresh Thyme is they have all the Boar's Head meats. So definitely you guys have to try this one. All right guys, the reason I like this one is it's great for a macro diet and a keto diet. It doesn't have a lot of additives, it's not full of junk. It's just the true blue turkey breast that you want. So like I said, get Boar's Head. If you don't have a Fresh Thyme near you, seek out some grocery store that you can get this. It's great on the go, because I can make a turkey cheese lettuce sandwich on that bread that I just bought, and it's gonna be a perfect macro meal. It's like 250 calories on that. So anyway, get this one and let's move on. All right guys, so something you may know already, but I do want to point this out, is that when you grocery shop at pretty much any grocery store, if you see something like these big bags of cheese and the small bags of cheese and you're not sure, what the better deal is for you, you just look at the price tag here. You can see the small bag, it's gonna be 49.9 cents per ounce. But if we come down here, you can see it's only 31 cents per ounce. So that's how you want to shop for that stuff, to find out what is a great deal. You don't use your calculator on your phone to figure out what the better price is. Just check for those little per ounce or per pound or however they have it broke down, and that's going to immediately tell you what the better deal is. All right, so a couple quick grabs. By the way, Fresh Thyme has like the best cheese. I'm gonna get some Mexican cheese. This is for Andy's diet. It's a higher fat cheese in it. This way I can make, because he likes like eggs and beef with a little bit of cheese on it. So we're gonna get these for him. And then I'm gonna get some string cheese for me because it's lower in fat. There's 0 carbs in it and some protein, because sometimes in my macros, if I'm out of carbs, I still have a little bit of fat and protein left. These are a great filler for that. So we're gonna get a bag of these as well. Okay, so if you're on keto and you need a quick grab and go snack, these Boar's Head meat and cheese packs are great. It's a perfect serving for you, and you obviously get your fats and protein. It's something where, like, if you need a quick snack or like a quick lunch, definitely grab some of these. I'm gonna grab just a couple for just kind of little fill-ins for Andy if he needs like a snack or needs like a quick fat and protein fuel up. Again, with the Boar's Head, you guys, it is to me, it's like the Rolls Royce of any sort of meat. I know it sounds so crazy, but you can get like the Hormel or any other type of brand of pepperoni. They're usually like $5 a bag. At Fresh Thyme regular price, the Boar's Head, which is, like I said, top of the line, these are only $2.99 a bag, so I always get pepperoni here if I'm making like a cauliflower crust pizza, or just as, if you want a snack with some crackers. So we're gonna get a bag of these as well. Okay, if you are on keto and you like salsa, I make the eggs, cheese, and beef meal for Andy. And he likes salsa, but the thing is with a lot of the prepackaged stuff, the carbohydrates are so high. It's more, you'll get 5 carbs in like 1 or 2 tablespoons. So with the Fresh Thyme, this is the one I get. And with this one, it's only 2 carbs and 2 tablespoons. So basically a carb, a tablespoon, and you can still get that salsa fix that you want. So we're gonna add this to the cart today. Could I please get 2 of the black pepper boneless New York strip, please? Yes. So we're gonna grab 2 of these steaks. We're gonna try those. I haven't before, but they sound good, and Andy eats steak very often. And then we're also going to grab a couple of these burgers that look at the bacon cheddar beef burgers. I usually make like smash burgers, but those just look good today. So we're gonna try those out too, because that's great for a keto diet as well, because you have the beef and the cheese. All right guys, another great thing for keto is getting a boneless chuck roast. You can get those here, it's like 13 bucks, it's $5.99 a pound. And the way I like to prepare this is sprinkle it with a little bit of onion soup on it, put it in your crock pot, set it on low for about 7 to 8 hours or high for about 4 hours. And then you can add in some carrots with it as well. and it's great for a keto meal. It's perfect, don't add any other liquid to it. And then you can also do this with like an au jus dry packet on it and ranch, sprinkling like a dry packet of ranch. Add a few pepperoncinis in there and it makes an amazing, amazing, amazing type of roast. And then you can serve that one with a slice of Provel over it too. So we're gonna grab a roast today. It'll be a great crock pot meal. It's great if you like are at work and you need some, or quick on the weekends, if you have a busy weekend with like your kids or you guys just running around. So this is a great option as well for keto. All right guys, my favorite veggies on keto are Brussels and green beans. Now the way I like to cook the Brussels sprouts, I have a roasted Brussels sprout recipe on my Instagram page you can check out. It's under the recipe tab. I give you the exact recipe, you can just screenshot it. So we're gonna grab some Brussels sprouts and then green beans. Andy is loving these. I make green bean fries, which I have the recipe on my Instagram page as well. You guys can check that out. But it's a great way to get kind of like a French fry feel, but you're eating your green veggies too. So we're gonna grab a bag of each of these. Something for me that I'm getting, actually this is great for keto or macro, but this is specifically for me for this, is if I'm low on my fats on a day, I like to just have some mozzarella cheese and I put a little bit of balsamic vinegar on it and then a little bit of tomato, some fresh basil. It's great. And there's just something about it that I could eat it like endlessly, but obviously I can't with my diet. But I like to have the sliced mozzarella on hand for when I need that like fat filling food. We're also gonna grab a couple of these for Andy too, just little snacks, quick. They're just the pepperoni with the mozzarella. You can find these individually at Fresh Thyme, so we're gonna throw a couple of these in the cart as well today. Now they have the boneless skinless chicken breast here. I'm totally stocked up on that, so we don't need any today, but usually that's always something that I get, is some of the boneless skinless chicken breast. I like the thin sliced ones because they grill up so easy and they're really quick to make, and it's easy to slice up if you wanna add it on a salad or you wanna have it at a meal or just throw it in the crock pot. So I do get the thin slice, but sometimes if you're going to be grilling on the grill outside, I do recommend the regular, like the thicker breast. So you can grab those. What we're gonna grab now are some of these Gilbert's brand chicken sausages. Andy likes these as well. It's great for a keto diet because they're lower in calories, because regular sausages, they have so much fat and so many calories that you're not getting like the volumetrics of your food. And what I mean by that is you're gonna be able to eat more of them for a lower calorie content. Like let's say you could eat all 4 of these sausages, chicken sausages, but for the same calorie count, you may only be able to eat like 2 regular sausages. So volumetrics, you need to think about like how to basically make the most out of your calories, like get the biggest bang for your buck. So we're gonna grab a couple of boxes of these in different flavors and move on down the line. All right guys, this is another great chicken sausage that we like. There's only 80 calories in a link of it and 2.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, 12 protein. So these would actually be great on a macro diet as well. They taste great. This is the spinach garlic with fennel. We're also gonna get this Cajun with the cayenne pepper. These are great, great little snacks, or you can have them as a meal actually with some veggies. So we're gonna grab some of these too. Lettuce, obviously we need our greens. Perfect for sandwich toppers, obviously salads. You guys know I'm talking about lettuce, but still. The main reason that I like these is because it's great for carbless tacos. If you want to have taco meat, you can use the lettuce shells as your taco shell for a keto diet. So we're gonna grab a bag of these as well. All right guys, so buying lettuce ahead of like iceberg lettuce, something you always wanna look at is the rust on it. And what that is right here on the stem. You wanna find the one that has the least amount of rust on it because that's going to indicate how fresh the actual head of lettuce is. So when you shop for that, always check your rust quantity. All right guys, something else that I like for a quick breakfast on the go are these Vans organic toaster waffles. They're super, super easy. 2 waffles, 160 calories, 6 fat, 26 carbs, and 4 proteins. So it's an easy grab and go. It's great too if you have kids, but I just like the organic original ones. They have gluten-free as well if you have a sensitivity or you have celiac. So the Vans waffles are always a great purchase as well. If you guys are shopping for salad dressing, always look for one with your olive oil or avocado oil as like one of the first or second ingredients. A lot of salad dressings, water is going to be the first ingredient, but you want to try to avoid salad dressings that have like sunflower oil or canola oil, I can't talk, as their main ingredient in there. So focus on like an olive oil base or an avocado oil base. So I'm gonna grab some salad dressing and that's it. Okay, so if you guys are making homemade protein bars, they're in my cookbook if you haven't tried them yet, or a lot of like no-bake protein treats, and things call for peanut butter a lot. Well, if you're making something that you want to pull another flavor out of, or you want another flavor to like be the star instead of peanut butter, always use almond butter because it's a much more mild flavor, and it's still going to be able to have that consistency, like that texture to kind of like make everything stick together without pulling a strong peanut butter thing. So if you're making like a mint chip, you're not necessarily going to want a mint chip peanut butter protein ball or protein bar. So use the almond butter in place of it. Shopping video is also becoming like an informational thing, so I'm sorry if this video is too long, but I want to share these little tips with you guys about food. So almond flour, a lot of you guys see some keto recipes and stuff. Can take the place of like a white or wheat flour that you would traditionally use. I just realized I have mince in my mouth and I'm so sorry. Okay, so a quarter cup of this has only 6 carbs in it. It's 3 grams of fiber, so if you count net carbs, it's only 3, but it does have 10 grams of fat in a quarter cup. So it's a way to get your fats in and keep your carbs lower when you're doing keto. So if you want things like, I use this for my green bean fries that I talked about, that's a great way to keep the carbs down, but fats up. All right, guys, so Tony, my amazing videographer that is producing this film for you, video, whatever it is, we were just talking about the difference between healthy eating and living and shopping and cooking versus like the extremists. So you guys, if you've known me or you follow me, if you've seen any of my stuff in the last few years, I am about basically eating healthy, not putting a lot of crap in my body, and not trying to gain a ton of weight in my life and try to keep my, wellness in check inside and out. So with this stuff, guys, there's stuff like here, let's show these kind bars. Ugh. So these are not like made from, unicorn harvest of the third moon of the second quarter, whatever. I don't know, any of that weird stuff. I want real food for like a real living. I'm very busy. I love to cook though. I cook every night of the week, twice a night, usually a 7 o'clock meal and a 10 o'clock meal because Andy and I fast and we have all our calories within that time frame. So this video is for people that want to basically lose weight, get in shape, feel better about themselves, but keeping it in check budget-wise, not having to buy some crazy foods you can only order online, and not getting into like this crazy realm of like weirdness. I felt like I needed to, I say weirdness because like I don't have time to like research all that stuff, but I wanted to use as a disclaimer for anybody watching this that's going to send me like hate messages on anything, whatever. So that's how I am. If you choose not to want to, eat some of this stuff, that's fine. I'm just trying to show you a healthy, budget-friendly way to keep everything in check and stay healthy and, stay active. Okay, so for a macro diet, I absolutely love pasta, and I do have it occasionally, but sometimes if I want a bigger bowl of pasta, because usually in about 2 ounces of uncooked pasta, there's about 42 to 44 carbohydrates in it, and it's just not quite enough of a serving. Once you boil it and everything, it gets to be about 5 ounces. But I like this organic black bean pasta that you can find. And with these, you get the 2 ounces, like I talked about in the traditional pasta. There's only 19 carbs instead of 42 to 44. And then 3 fat, and there's 25 grams of protein. So this is actually a protein-packed, lower carb type of pasta that you can have. Now when you boil this for the first time, it turns your water black, which might be a little weird, but it is great, and I'm just gonna put some pasta sauce on it, and that's it. It's a great meal that I get a lot of protein out of too. So we're gonna grab a couple of boxes of these at Fresh Thyme. Okay, so let's talk protein bars, because a lot of people look for those for like quick grab and goes. I'm gonna share with you guys actually the only 2 protein bars that I get, and the reason being is, one, it's great for my macros and it works for me, but I don't do sugar alcohols well. You guys have asked, what is a sugar alcohol? Basically, it's a sugar substitute, and I can't have that. It's something that you'll see in like sugar-free gummies, like for diabetics and things like that, or people that are on keto will have that as well, because that way it's like helps to lower the sugar content. But a lot of bars that have sugar alcohol in them are great, and they are macro-friendly. Me personally, I just can't eat them. So there's other great bars out there that do have good macros in it, that have the sugar alcohols. But I'm going to show you guys the ones that I like that don't have it in it. So first pick is these Luna protein bars. Now Luna makes 2, so you want to make sure they say protein because they have the round, like a Snickers size bar, and they have the flat ones. So you want these because they have about 12 grams of protein in a bar, and they have tons of flavor. They're super good, and they're 4 for $5. Another one that I love, they're right next here, are these RX bars. Looks like they're out of the one that I get. I get the one that's in a pink wrapper. That's a mixed berry. They don't have it here today. I guess they're sold out because it is the best one. But I like the mixed berry one of these. What I like about the RX bars is that it has all the ingredients on it right there. Super macro friendly. They're like a chewy bar, where the Luna bars are more like a candy bar. These are more of just like a chewy meal bar. So if you have like any like braces or anything like that, you wouldn't want this one, but they are absolutely wonderful. And what's cool is that RX bar came out with some that are a little bit miniature size for your kids too. So if you want like a cool protein bar for your kids, they can feel like they're eating like mom and dad or whatever, they do have the kids bars too. So if you have a sweet tooth and you are on keto, this is when I did keto, this is what I got. This Alter Eco brand, the blackout chocolate. I love dark chocolate. It's 85% cocoa. So with this, what I like about it, it's like 1 bar is 2 servings. So you actually get like a good portion size. And so in this portion size, it's 22 grams of fat, 11 carbs, 5 dietary fiber. So again, if you're counting net carbs, that's great. And then it's 3 protein. So you can still get your sweet fix. Even if you just want just a little bit of it, just to have like half the amount of carbs, you're great, but it's a great bar to get your sweet tooth fix in when you're doing keto. All right, guys, so I'm gonna grab some of these quick little hummus snack to go packs. These have like crackers and a little tub of hummus in it. I like them because it's a quick grab and go. It doesn't require refrigeration. What I wanna point out here is this is where you need to check nutrition labels, because you would see these together and pick whichever flavor sounded great to you. But if we take a closer look at the labels here, you can see that one is 290 calories a pack and this one's only 140. And also we wanna check out the carbohydrates. This one's 20 and this one's 44. And then we obviously have our protein differences though and our fat differences. But what I'm focusing on is that carbohydrate intake there, because this one's double because it's pita chips and this one is a multi-seed cracker. So I'm gonna grab some of the multi-seed cracker ones because I'm gonna be able to get, again, the volumetrics like I talked about, basically get you more bang for your buck with your macros, because I could essentially eat 2 of these for the calorie consumption of 1 of these. So I'm gonna grab some of these with the crackers in it. So for $164, I have enough food here for 2 weeks for us, and that's making 2 dinners a night. So it's super budget friendly. Like I said, it's like a love child between Aldi's and Whole Foods because it does not break the bank. All right, guys, just checked out. We're gonna load the car up, go home, and I'm gonna start meal prep for the week. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below and I will be happy to respond back and help you guys with any questions you have as far as balancing 2 diets or grocery shopping, recipes, anything. Be sure to check out my Instagram for recipes, tips, tricks, all that kind of stuff at Emily Frisella, or you can check out my website, fithomeandhealth.com. Thank you again.